Hello and welcome to Craft Yoga and Design channel for yoga and all things creative. My name is Laura. I'm glad that you could join me today for this really fun, not too long, twisty kind of flow to help you feel better during these holidays or anytime when you're feeling that bloat and indigestion or just feeling uncomfortable and really just want to move in all directions in your body. That's what's so fun about twist flows is that we're using this motion through the spine that maybe it's not quite so common in our day-to-day lives when we're generally just bending over, picking up things, and that's about it. So this will help you build up strength in your core and your back muscles, and also just to feel better as we kind of get things moving within the internal body. So let's go ahead and get ourselves started, and we're going to start standing up at the top of your mat. And from here, let's just take a moment to root down and just to kind of get a sense of how we feel within our own bodies. Such an important part of yoga. Usually, we just want to get that quick fix when we're working out, but that important mind-body connection just to register, where am I feeling it today? Where do I want to really make these intentions fall? Do I need to have more twists in the upper body? Am I feeling really bloated and just need to get some movement going today? Let's just take a moment to have the feet separated about hip width distance apart, toes facing the front of the mat, and just start to come to stillness. Maybe a little soft micro bend in the knees as we allow the arms to hang next to our side, perhaps closing the eyes, and take just a little, maybe gentle sway. Maybe it's just that internal rhythm of your body. You feel yourself almost swaying gently from left to right, feeling out the weight in the feet, from the sides, the outer edges of the feet. Maybe you feel yourself lean slightly forward into the balls of the feet or back into the heels. Maybe testing your balance, trying it out a little bit today. Start to feel into the breath, breathing in and out through the nose. As we move today, maybe start to use that ocean breath, ujjayi breath, as we create a small constriction in the back of the throat on the inhale and the exhale. Totally optional. You can just keep your breaths in and out through your nose. When you're ready, we're going to take a bigger bend into the knee and start to bend into the hips as we come into a forward fold. Nice deep bend in the knees, especially since this is our first forward fold of the practice. And if you are feeling any of that bloat or indigestion from the amazing holiday foods, maybe this feels a little bit better instead of trying to go straight into opening up the back body. So as we're here in this forward fold, start to maybe bend one knee at a time and shift over into the hip of the opposite leg, and then switch. Going from left to right, maybe as you shift over to the right, maybe the hips shift more to the right, and then shifting to the left, maybe we can push the hips over to the left as well. Going from left to right here, using your inhales and exhales at your own pace. Just kind of feeling into the back body warming up. And that's all this is. The head can just hang freely. And when you're ready, we're going to pause, come back into that deep bend of the knees, take the hands to the hips, start to curl the tailbone under and push yourself back up into Tadasana or mountain pose. From mountain, we're going to come take a fun, twisty little version just to kind of wake up our upper body more. And for this, it's just a nice swinging of the arms. The feet stay where they're at. And we're going to start just by leaving the arms nice and loose and heavy. Swing the left arm over towards the right. The right arm comes behind the back, and then switching. And we'll eventually take this a little bit more quickly. Arms feel more heavy. Maybe you just feel the hands slapping the back or the front side of the body. Also, as you rotate from left to right, if you're rotating to the left, you may want to pick up the right heel just to give yourself a little bit more rotation, a little less torque on the knees so that you can lift up the back leg, or the back heel, I should say, to give yourself more freedom in the twist. So wherever you're at, feel a nice looseness and heaviness in the arms, maybe going a little bit more quickly. Give yourself a smile and just feel this start to loosen up the upper body. Shift into the hips. Really start to feel this. Just kind of make it fun and playful. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sure you're probably at home just enjoying this in the freedom of your own space. And when you're ready, we're going to slow it down and start to come back to center. Returning back to center, once more we're going to bend forward at the hips. You can keep a slight bend at the knees. Take the hands or fingertips down to the earth. And from here, we're going to again start to straighten the right leg and then bend into the left knee. Straighten the left leg and bend into the right knee. Let's straighten the right leg, bend the left knee. And then straighten the left leg, bend the right knee. Let's keep that right leg bent. Place the right hand down. And then open up the left arm up to the sky. So you're plugging the fingertips into the sky, coming into a nice twist in your forward fold. Maybe the gaze comes up. If that doesn't feel so good for your neck, you can go ahead and keep your gaze down. On an inhale, let's take that left hand, reverse it, bend into the left knee, revolve the chest, and then open up towards the right side, bringing the fingertips to the sky. Inhale it down, and then come back to the left, coming down, and then opening up towards the right. From here, we'll take it once more to the left. This time, can you bring the left hand back even further? So you're opening up the arm even wider. You don't have to, but if it's there for you, just really reach. Plug those fingertips in behind you. And then let's exhale. Inhale, open up to the right. Again, really reach, maybe bring the arm past behind the gaze. And then let's come back into center. From here, we're going to take a big step back with the right foot. So you're in a runner's lunge. And let's go ahead and just rock it out and just open up into the hips a little bit. Maybe adjust your stance if needed. Just to feel into the hips and just to feel a nice steadiness here in the pose. When you're ready, we're going to plant that right hand down to the mat and then inhale, open up the left arm for an easy twist. Love it. Pause here. Exhale through the nose. On the next inhale, we're going to push firmly into the left foot and then come up, lift the torso up, staying in the twist for a revolved high lunge. Keep the belly button drawing in towards the spine and then keep the gaze nice and strong. Find a focal point so that we can stay into the twists, because a lot of times twists add a good amount of balance to our practice. Bring the hands to prayer. And then from here, can you shift the torso down? Bring that right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press the elbow into the knee. Keep breathing as we rotate up with the chest, looking up towards the sky. Very good. Now here is a balance challenge and strength too. We're going to press into the left foot and start to shift the weight slightly forward. Draw the right foot up and into a revolved chair pose. So come back into the twist, keeping that right elbow connected to the outside of the left knee. And then one more challenge. This time we're going to shift the weight to the right foot, come up onto the left toes, keep the right elbow glued to the left knee, and then come to standing in this standing twist. So the hands are still in prayer, or you can also bring the right hand to hug that right shin. And then the gaze is just off to the side for now. You can certainly stay right here, but we're going to add a little bit more of a challenge by deepening our twist and our balance. The right peace fingers can come to the right big toe. You can also take the right hand to the outside of edge of the left foot. And then from here, extend the left foot. Of course, you can always keep hugging that shin in tight. So we're in this twist, gazing towards the left. Maybe open up the left hand. Maybe gaze to that back left hand. Very good. Feeling all sorts of wobbles here. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly bring the gaze back towards the front. Release that left foot, but keep it lifted. Hands come to heart center. From here, we're going to shift back. Slight bend in the right knee. Press the left foot behind you. Coming into a warrior three. Going very slowly, feeling the wobbles myself. And then from warrior three, we're going to place the left hand down. So we're coming into a revolved half moon. So the left hand's about 8 inches in front of the right foot. And then open up the right arm. Maybe gaze over towards the right. Keep pressing into the back heel. Hips are even. And from our half moon pose, we're going to come back from where we started in a way. And we're going to draw the left foot in. Big toes together, heels just slightly separated. Sink back as we come into a revolved chair. Now on the opposite side. So hands are in heart center, revolving the chest up towards the sky. Take an inhale and exhale it out. From this position, shift the weight into the right foot. Can we keep the balance as we step the left foot back and come into a revolved twist? Now on the opposite side, maybe opening the arms up, stretching through the chest. And then when you're ready, we're going to revolve the arms, swing them down so that we plant both of the hands on the outside of that right foot, and then just step it back into a downward facing dog. Wonderful. From downward facing dog, take an inhale and exhale it out. Inhale once more. Exhale, release. Let's take a twist in our downward facing dog. So if you need more of a stable foundation here in down dog, you may want to widen out the feet just slightly. Firmly plant, or I should say dig into the mat with the left hand. Really press into the mat. Find your stable foundation, maybe coming up onto the fingertips of the right hand. And then if you can, draw the right hand to the left heel. From here, we're going to maybe gaze underneath that left armpit, pulling ourselves in. Take an inhale. And then exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Reset, find your neutral. Take an inhale. And on an exhale, let's draw that left hand to the right back foot. Drawing ourselves in and looking underneath the right armpit. Very good. Inhale, come back to down dog. Pushing back. And when you're ready, we're going to step the right foot forward. Bring it in between the hands for runner's lunge on the right side. Now, this hip may need a little bit of opening, so if you want, you can just rock it back and forth. Get comfortable in your runner's lunge. Always adjusting and moving the way you need to, wherever you need to feel it in your body. Remember, just because your foot landed somewhere doesn't mean that you can't adjust it and have it move out, move back, or forward a little bit just to get to where you need to feel your pose. When you're ready, let's plant that left hand down, and we're going to open up revolved easy twists, turning towards the right, keeping that right knee over the right ankle, and then plugging those fingertips up towards the sky. Really wonderful. When you're ready, we're going to lift up, really push into that right foot, come into a revolved crescent lunge. Arms open up to the side. Inhale. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center in prayer. So we're all twisted and looking towards the right. When you're ready, we're going to bring that left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Keep breathing. These deeper twists, it can be a little harder for us to want to remember to keep breathing. Gaze up to the sky. And when you're ready, we're going to shift the weight into the right foot. And I get a little bit off balance myself. And shift the weight into the right foot. Come up. And we'll take a revolved chair pose. Sink the hips back, big toes together. That left elbow still glued to the outside of the right knee as we gaze up towards the sky. This time pushing the weight over towards the left foot. Remember, this is a balance challenge and a twist as we start to lift that right foot up off of the mat, coming into a standing twist. So I'm not looking at you, but I am still working very, very hard to keep my twist looking over towards the right. From here, you could take just a hold of that right shin and stay right here if this is what's working for you today. If you would like to go a little further, you could take a hold of the right big toe with your peace fingers or the outside edge, if that reach is available to you, of your right foot with your left hand. Extend the right leg out. Maybe open the right arm up. Gaze comes to the back. Keep the navel drawing in. Staying tall through the spine. And when you're ready, we're going to release the hold of that right foot. Bring the torso back to the front. Arms open wide like wings. Draw the hands to heart center, and from here, we're going to take a slight bend in the knees as we shift forward, coming into our Warrior 3. Now on the left side. From Warrior 3, coming into our revolved half moon, so we'll take the right hand down, just about 8 to 10 inches in front of the left foot, keeping that right leg straight, and then open up to the left, bringing the left arm up, pushing into that back heel like we're stepping onto the back wall. Amazing. From here, we're going to return from where we came. Slowly draw that right foot in. Big toes touch. Sink the hips down. And we're coming into a revolved chair pose on the left side. Gaze up. Keep breathing. When you're ready, we'll shift the weight into the left foot, step the right foot back, and come into a twist. I told you this would be a balance challenge, and it is. But we're also really, really feeling things deeply throughout that core, the midsection of the body. When you're ready, open up the arms, maybe. You can also keep the hands at heart center. And then inhale. Let's revolve the arms down to the mat. Push back into a downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale it out. Another inhale. Exhale it out. This time on the inhale, we're going to come up onto the right fingertips. Take that down dog twist. Draw the right hand to the left foot or the left ankle. And then draw ourselves underneath the left armpit. Inhale back to downward facing dog. And then on the exhale, we're going to twist and do the same thing over towards the right. Let's inhale back to downward facing dog. From here, we're going to take a big step up to the top of the mat. Halfway's lift. Exhale, forward fold. On the inhale, let's go ahead and bend at the knees. Take a slight tuck of the tailbone. Come back up to mountain. Let's lift the arms up to the sky. Really reach the hands up. And then exhale the arms down to our side. From here, again, we're going to take a few more twists. A nice gentle upper body twist. So if you want a little bit more foundation, a little more stability, feet at least hip width or maybe slightly wider. And then the toes facing the front edge of the mat. Small micro bend in the knee. And from here, we're going to interlace the fingers, press the palms out, and then lift the palms up to the sky. Right now, we're just gazing forward. Inhale here. Really reach through the arms without straightening the neck. And now we're going to keep the feet planted where they're at. But just like we did that twist earlier, we're going to twist to the right, just gazing towards the right wall, maybe coming up off of that left heel so that we don't strain the knee in the twist. And then exhale, come back through center. Inhale, go over to the left. Keep those arms lifting, stay engaged. Come back through center. Once more to the right. Back through center. Left. And then back through center. From here, let's release the arms, maybe shake out the shoulders a little bit. Lifting the arms for a while can get tiring. From here, we're going to take some curtsy squats. So let's start to shift the weight over into the right foot so that we come to balancing just on the right foot. Hands are in prayer. Bend into that left knee. At the same time, we're going to slowly start to bend the right knee as we draw the left knee behind the right shin, lowering down slowly until finally that back left foot touches the earth. From here, we're going to lift up, keep the balance, stay strong into the right leg, lift the left knee all the way up into the chest. And from here, we're going to twist over towards the left, opening up the arms, gazing over towards the left. We're going to do that 4 more times. Slowly draw that left knee back, shift the hips back, bending into the right knee. Slowly until finally the left toes kiss the earth. Maybe you bend the knee all the way down. From here, press into that right leg, open up, twisting to the left. That's 2. Lower down, taking it nice and slow for 3, and lifting up for 3. 2 more. Your right leg's probably pretty tired. We're going to lower down. Keep the core strong as you twist. Remember to breathe. Exhale on the twist. Inhale, come back through center. And then we're going to lower down. I believe this is the last one. Lifting up. Twisting to the left. And then slowly lower that left foot back to the earth. Come to mountain, maybe shift from right to left. Feel a little bit more things moving into that right leg and the right side. When you're ready, plant the feet. And then again, interlace the fingers. We're going to press them out in front of us, palms out, lifting the palms up to the sky. This time, we're going to start twisting over towards the left. Maybe lift up that back heel. And then add in a small back bend. So can you lift the chest? Reach the hands back even higher. Maybe the arms or the upper arms go behind the ears. And then come back through center, taking that over to the right. Any kind of back bend, if it's just very slight, that is totally fine. Just opening up through the full upper body, chest, shoulders, and upper back. Going again to the left, coming back through center, moving to the right. We'll go one more time on each side. And then last time over to the right. And this time we'll come back through center. Again, release the arms, shake it out. And we'll take those curtsy lunges over to the left. I did not forget. We'll shift the weight over to the left foot, start to come up onto the right toes, then lifting the right foot up off of the ground. Lean the torso forward, slightly bending at the hips, and then take that right knee behind the left shin, lowering down until maybe those toes touch down, maybe the right knee kisses the earth. This time we're shifting into the left foot, drawing the right knee up, coming into a twist to the right. That was 1, shift back, lean forward, draw that right knee behind you, toes touch the earth, coming into a squat, and then coming up, doing so slowly for 2, lowering down for 3, and then coming up in a twist for 3. If you lose your balance and come out of it, that's fine. Just find your way back in. Keep trying. This is number 4. And then up for 4. I can tell you that my left leg is really tired. Lowering down for 5. This is our last one. And then coming up for 5. All right, this time we're going to lower down and we're going to just come all the way down. So we're going to shift onto that right shin and we're going to sit ourselves back into a half fish pose. So from here, let's take that left hand back behind us. We're going to inhale the right arm up to the sky and then draw either the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, or you can also take a nice hug of that left knee and twist, gaze back behind you, exhaling, maybe deepening. On an inhale, you can feel yourself grow a little bit taller, and then exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper. And when you're ready, we're going to take that right hand, bring it over to the right. We're going to take the left hand, also bring it over to the right. Press into the mat as you lift up the hips. And we're going to just twist ourselves, walk our hands around, going in a clockwise position, turning the feet until we twist ourselves in the other direction. Place the hips back down. So, if that got a little confusing for you, that's fine. Right now, you should be in your half Matsyendrasana on the opposite side. So the left shin, the left knee is bent, it's underneath, and then the right leg is bent with the sole of the foot flat on the floor. We'll take the right hand behind your right hip. Inhale the left arm up to the sky, either taking that nice hug of the right knee, or if the space is available, you can take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, press into that knee to deepen the twist, exhale, look behind you. The elbow to the outside of the knee can be quite difficult. Sometimes the space just isn't there. And so if you're fighting it, I urge you just to take a hug of the knee, and really you're going to feel the benefits of the twist, whether you're hugging the knee or you have the elbow to the outside of the knee. And when you're ready, let's go ahead and unwind. We're going to unravel the legs and then slowly start to lower down onto our backs. When you get here, we're going to come into a position with our hands or our arms in a low V, and then draw the knees up. So the knees are in a tabletop position. And then from here, we're going to do a little core engagement to kind of close out our practice. And you don't need to bring the knees all the way to the earth. That's going to be quite challenging. But you can just go slightly as you shift off the right hip and lower down to the left. And then come up through center. The spine stays on the mat. We're just lifting the hips, rotating from right to the left. You can use your arms in a low V to help you maintain balance. Shifting from left to right. Feel the core really engage. Draw the belly button in. Going over to the right. Back through center. Sometimes this will make us walk a little bit on our mat. No worries. You can adjust and come back to where you were. We'll do one more time over to the right. Come back through center. And from here, we'll put our feet down to the mat. Lift the hips up just a little bit and shift the hips over to the right about an inch, the hips only, and then both of the knees can fall over towards the left. So we're basically in this reclined twist pose, but we're going to take most of the twist out of it and just take the hands underneath the left side of the face and just come up into this nice, soft, curled position as we start to close out our practice here in this variation of Shavasana. Remember, Shavasana can be whatever you want it to be. It's really just these last couple of minutes in practice to reaffirm what we did in the last half an hour or so, to kind of bring ourselves back to peace, to allow the breath to return to normal, and then to also reaffirm the connection we have with our body. What we notice we created within the body today, probably some heat into the core, some strength into the low body as we worked on some balance throughout the practice as well. A sense of accomplishment for being on our mat today. Having a little playfulness in our practice. So many good positive reasons for taking a little bit of yoga, a little bit of time out for yourself. Whether it's during the holidays or just any time that you need it. Press play, come back to your favorite flows. And when you are ready, you can just push into the earth with your hand and lift yourself back up into a seated position. Take a comfortable cross-legged position. Hands can just rest gently on the knees. Take an inhale, filling up the belly, ribs, and the chest. Exhale, feel the shoulders and the neck and the chest and belly all relax. On the next inhale, let's bring the hands up to the sky. Allow the palms come to touch and draw the palms down through heart center with a slight tuck of the chin as we close our practice today. Great. I really love that flow. It was really fun and playful, and I love when you not only just make an effort, but you also have a little bit of fun, spicy things added into each practice. If you enjoyed this one, please hit that like button below. Hit subscribe so that you get new videos every single week. And as always, have a great day. Make it a good one. Bye.